What's good, y'all? It's the Demouchet REACT, and we're back with another video. Who we got today, C?
Today we're back with another American reaction. Super excited about this video. If you're new to us
and we're new to you,
make sure you scroll down,
hit that subscribe button,
and turn on the post notification bell
because we're on the road to 200K.
And we cannot get there without you guys, alright? Join the family. Without further ado, let's get into the video.
Let's get it.
I'm kind of curious. What is the dumbest thing an American has ever said to you?
I already said this before, but I'm gonna say it again because some people could be so ignorant and stupid. So I went to college in the States, and this American asked me where I'm from, so I told him I'm from Korea, but my family resides in the Philippines. And this dude had the audacity to ask me if people in the Philippines eat mangoes and bananas every day, and do they live in a hut or a shack. And this is exactly what I told him, word by word. And I said, bro, you do know that's fucking racist, right? And the guy's like, how is that racist? And I asked him the same question, and I said, hey, I heard Americans love to shoot people, especially in schools. Is that true? And he's like, that's racist. It's so ironic that US have one of the best universities in the world, but some people can be so extremely stupid.
A lot of people.
Racist or stereotype?
Stereotype.
I'll go with stereotype. I don't think that's a race card there.
Yeah, it's stereotype. Like, we'll compare things on the channel, like, about the different schools. Like, when we reacted to the Balkans, and I was like, oh no, somebody get them children.
Yeah, because there was,
right, it was like, at least they don't shoot people. And I'm like, that's not a good comeback. Like,
it's really not. It didn't hit hard at all.
No, like, how you compare people dying to people knocking hinges off the wall? Yeah.
Playing pregnant on the floor?
Right. Like,
it don't add up.
No.
It don't.
No.
Yeah, and I wouldn't get offended, man, if like somebody from a different country come through, and I mean without me even making a ignorant statement towards them, and they just openly say, hey man, is it true that like, or not even if it's true, like y'all gotta shoot people up all the time, so should I be nervous or anything? I wouldn't be offended by no one asking a question like that. You know?
I mean, because it does happen a lot. And,
I know what's up.
They only see the ones that's televised. They don't know about the little small things that happen on college campuses and in the stores, And
then people's upbringings are different. So if you're normalizing, sirens around your neighborhood, you won't be too freaked out. You know what I'm saying? Half the time. But
I mean, they say it as if we like that.
That's the point. That's the point. Let's be all peaceful. Let's all be peaceful.
On this, but let me tell you from my experience, I'm a leasing specialist and I do meet a lot of people. I know everybody gets this question, where you from, where you're from. Say you're from the America or from the Canada. So I live in Canada. So this white man goes, where you from? I said, from Canada. And he said, no, like, where you from? I said, I'm from Canada.
I'm from
And then he goes, no, like, my parents are from Portugal, so I am from Portugal. I said, oh, my parents are from Canada. I am from Canada. He goes, no, where are you ethnically from? I said, I'm ethnically from Canada. Guys, I'm an immigrant. I came here for school. My parents are in India. Like, I don't care. You guys do the same. Watch their faces drop and be like, what is this person saying? Like, do they get the question? Are they dumb? I'm dumb. Say I'm from America. I was born. My parents are born here. Everybody's from.
Unfortunately,
I think we spoke about that. And this is strictly just speaking on knowing your history, because when people and we say that like when you're in America, you won't get that question as much. Where you from? If you say I'm from Minnesota or somewhere in the States, they'll feel you.
Right.
But if you leave the country and you go say that somewhere else, they're gonna be like, no, where you from? Because originally they believe that you're from a specific location that has to do with roots and history and things of that nature. So that's why we always say, just like know the history of where you're going, because sometimes you step in locations and culturally you're not aware of how people run things. And know your history of where you're from, because when you step out of your location and people want to know where you're from, you got to be able to speak about you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. At least general knowledge. Like for us, what may be okay here, and a lot of places it's not okay there.
Facts.
But I'm so surprised that that happened to her here, unless I just didn't hear her correctly when she was making the Canada comparison. So,
Okay.
Too many of these stories, but I'll pick the worst one. So I used to be a tour guide for the university that I went to. And before we like start the tour and start walking everywhere, I usually say something corny like, I'm going to be walking up front here, blah, blah, blah. If any of you guys want to give me company, it's lonely up here. We can chit chat, whatever. I'll say something like that. So a printer paper person came up to me and was like, hey, I have a personal question for you. To which I'm excited. Oh, they're coming up to me. Yes, personal question. This is probably about financial aid. It's about women's safety. It's about something like that. I was wrong. This man asked me why I was allowed to be in school and that he assumed I was Indian and why haven't my parents gotten me an arranged marriage and how was I allowed to be in school. And mind you, he was not quiet, so everyone on the tour heard me, and I had to answer in front of everybody. Also in front of students walking by.
Oh, wow, you speak perfect English.
Speak more than one, actually.
So I'm from the US, and I've been living in Spain for 5 years. A few years ago, a Spanish friend of mine who would teach English sent me a screenshot of a paper that one of her students, who was around the age of 16 to 18, wrote. It was comparing diets, and it said word for word that people from the US are unhealthy because they eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner in a fast food restaurant.
What the what?
And I know people in the US don't have a healthy diet, but I don't know a single person who does this. In my household growing up, my mother would cook dinner every night. We ate at a restaurant, fast food or otherwise, maybe 2 times per month. I also know how to cook and regularly cook.
Go ahead now.
I'll definitely give you all that people in the US probably eat way more fast food than other places, but I just don't know anybody that goes there for every single meal every.
Nah.
I'm American, but I gotta
It's called
take
fast food for a reason. You gotta get a quick bite in. You're on your way, you know what I'm saying?
And there's healthy fast food options.
100%.
Fast food is just fast food. You know, and
Yeah.
there's fast food places all over the world. So I don't know why they think all of us just eating fast food. Literally, we ate fast food for the first time in over a year and a half, and I was sick to my stomach when we ate it. Because we don't eat fast food like that. Y'all see, we like to cook.
Also, freshman year of college, my friends and I go up to Canada to have a fun weekend, whatever. We're partying, having fun. We don't sleep at all, right? We get to the border. I'm in the backseat, slumped out. Border Patrol knocks on the window. He's asking everyone questions. He comes to me, looks at my passport. Sir, what's your nationality? I go, Luis Barbosa. He goes, no, sir, what's your nationality? I go, Haitian, Dominican, or Puerto Rican. Choose whichever one. Everyone in the car staring at me like, bro, what are you saying right now? You're about to get us arrested. I'm like, what am I saying wrong, right? Everyone's looking at me. So the Border Patrol tries to dumb it down for me. He goes, sir, where are you from? I go, New York City. He goes, okay, so what's your nationality? So now everyone's staring at me and I'm getting tight. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is that? He's looking at me. I'm looking at him. He's looking at me. He goes, yeah, you're American. Go right through. Yo, son, thank God we wasn't coming back from Mexico.
For real, though.
I think we can.
Border control, dog. You would have got everybody. Stop at the car, please, sir. Stop at the vehicle.
But you know what, babe? I never said American so much until we got on this channel.
I feel you.
I never said American. America this. America
that.
I never said that. So,
yeah.
I can't really take up for. I mean, you shouldn't do that, but. That's not something we say on a regular basis, you know?
It's not. You're right, it's not.
But Border Patrol, baby, you don't play.
You gotta be on your game. You gotta be prepared for that.
Y'all, listen, we was going through Border Patrol one day, and our son was asleep in the back seat. And you know when you're sleeping in a car, like you get comfortable in your car seat. Like you're still, not car seat, in your seatbelt. You're still in the seatbelt, but you're comfortable, like laying down. We like, wake up, Myrie.
Wake up. We always do that too, though. Like whenever we passing, because we don't know what type of time they on. You know what I'm saying? And he was knocked out. Like we was on a road trip, y'all. I was having a family time, and you know what I'm saying? Look around, took pictures around us, and he did not want to. He didn't want to wake up.
He said I would stay up this entire time. We're like, no, you're not. But baby, when we go through Border Patrol, baby, get up.
Yeah, okay?
You gotta be in your car seat.
Mm-hmm.
I mean seatbelt.
Agree that the school system is shit. They don't teach us anything that they need to teach us. We don't know half the shit that we're supposed to. You should, in adulthood, go outside and learn your own shit and research. Google is free. But I spent some time in Hawaii. This was pre-quarantine, maybe 2 years ago, a year ago. But I spent some time in Hawaii, and I had become friends with a lot of people down there. And this guy, this white lady, older white lady, comes up to him, and she's like, "Where are you from? Where are you from?" And he's like, "Oh, I'm from here, actually." He asked this lady, "And where are you from?" And she goes, "I'm from the United States of America, yeah." Y'all, I must have fucking cackled all the way over. She proceeds to say to him, "Wow, you speak really good English for a Hawaiian."
I remember it was December time, and I was telling one of my friends how I had spoken to my parents, and they were at the beach because it was really hot, and you know, it was summer in Brazil at that time. And then she looked me straight in the eyes and asked me, "Oh, so is it July in Brazil now?"
I'm an American that has recently moved to London, and I've had multiple American friends ask me what language they speak here in England. One even asked me if I had to learn French to live here in England.
To live there?
Part
That's
2, here we go.
You
So
know
we're
what?
still in America.
Maybe they
It's crazy.
teach the 13 colony stuff a little bit too early. Some people not remembering.
Man.
Because what?
This is...
As an adult? I mean, all right, y'all.
We're going to keep going.
It's starting to hurt for real.
We're going to keep going.
Cash. So the American couple have assumed me as their cameraman, and we're at the YSL Museum getting some Instagram pics for them. And they're like, "Hey, do you want to go and get coffee?" So we had a taxi. I expect we're going to end up somewhere like this. The Americans basically insist the taxi driver takes them to Starbucks, and he has no idea what they're talking about. But they've obviously done their research because they knew the name of the shopping centre and where there was basically a brand new Starbucks that had like just opened. So we're at this Starbucks in the middle of Marrakesh, and I'm asking them, "So are you going to go to the desert, or like, are you going to go up north? Like, what's your plans for this trip?" They tell me they have flights in 2 weeks back to the States from Cape Town, South Africa. I thought they could hitchhike in 2 weeks from here to here, and that would be perfectly normal. I'm kind of like, well, Africa's a big continent, and their response was basically that America is a big country. They're used to hitchhiking in the States. Comparing hitchhiking across this country here versus this whole continent here.
That's wild.
And I guess I'm going to have to do a part 3. So part 3, here we go.
Oh, okay.
So
part 3.
Still in Marrakesh. So after Starbucks, they dragged me to H&M. Like we're in Morocco and they want to hang around H&M. I wish I knew the ending, but honestly, your guess is as good as mine. They had my Instagram, but they never followed me, so I don't know what became of them. I don't know if they got to Cape Town and made their flight. So I do have a theory that they actually weren't going to Cape Town in the first place, and they just made it up for clout. I have this theory because the night before, when they first met me, they'd asked me, "Is this your first time in Africa?" It wasn't the first African country I'd been to. I'd been to Kenya, Tanzania, and South Africa before. So I think maybe they wanted to seem like worldlier, and they just made up this whole trip and they weren't actually going to Cape Town. Love to know what you guys think, and maybe they'll see this on TikTok and I'll find out like what happened. But yeah, your guesses are as good as mine, and I'm sorry I can't give you
Yeah, the hitchhike told on them.
Yeah.
Like, trying to make it all the way to Cape, that definitely told on you, bro. Like, because, let's be realistic, ain't no way possible.
From Morocco to South Africa.
No.
What?
That's one of them conversations I would have been like, "Yeah, I'm gonna mind my business."
Yeah.
Because you ain't making it make sense.
Hitchhike.
Go for it.
I'm
Go.
not even
Go ahead.
hitchhiking across the United States. Because what?
Go for it.
Yeah, fellow American here. And this is still the dumbest thing an American has ever said to me, because I'm from Alaska, the 49th state, which somehow gets lost in translation to the 48 other states that came before us, who somehow forget that we're a state, because then we have people who come up to Alaska and they walk into my tour shop and they're like, "Hi, where's the currency exchange? Are you planning a trip to Canada? We are like right close to the border." No. I need Alaskan money.
Whoa.
Are you not from the United States? No, I'm from Kansas. But I need Alaskan money.
Ooh.
Ma'am,
Wait a minute.
did you miss the giant American flag right outside I can see it out my window. There's also one at the post office just across the street. It's the same money. Stay tuned for part 2.
I'm assuming we're talking about white Americans here,
but
right?
you know what? the general population don't even know the history behind Alaska.
Nah, I feel you on that. Yeah. Absolutely. Some people are not aware, and some people just choose not to even know or care to know.
Right.
So when you get stupid questions, and you know what I'm saying, you are in position. They're opening the door to receive a dumb answer. Give it to them.
Yeah, but I guess, yeah, give it to them. But I guess, I don't know. I'm fascinated by history.
Yeah.
You know, so I always use it as a learning lesson, and I expect the same from other people. If I don't know something, tell me. You know, I'm a student of life.
I think there's a boundary though with wanting to know something and just sounding ignorant. I feel like some people really pull up in locations and and especially if they were friends, they're trying to be the comedian of the group. I got a dumb answer for you in return if you want to be that person. But if you really pulling up and I can feel the genuine in you, I'm going to give you a real tea. You know what I'm saying? Something that's going to help you.
So, story time. I was partying at my friend's house and one of his friends, who's a straight white man, was also there. I don't remember what was the last time I talked to a straight white man, but anyway. So we said hi to each other. I told him my name's Jackie. Then he asked me what my middle name was. And I thought to myself, this is not a normal question you would ask someone, especially when you don't know about each other. I guess what he really wanted to know was where I came from and what my legal Chinese name was. So I just told him I'm from China and people in China don't have a fucking middle name. And he was like, wow, I didn't know. But anyway, I am pretty sure if I were a white American, he wouldn't ask me that question in the first place.
Alright, man, we're going to stop it right there. And again, there are ignorant questions and there are concerning questions where people are really looking for the information they thought they knew they had, but they're just completely wrong. Help them. They need the help. Hold their hand just a little longer. You know what I'm saying? But for those that just don't know and just want to be playful with it, nah, you're going to get some dumb answers back in return. I stand on that.
Yes. Help the people. It's so funny that majority of the stitches was Americans.
I'm not surprised. Yeah,
so that was funny. We hope you guys enjoyed this video with us. Be sure to subscribe. We'll see you soon.
Peace.